That's it. Hello? Yeah, that was it.
All
My
right, that
volume
was
was
it.
off.
Okay. Good morning, everybody. Hey, sorry if y'all couldn't hear us.
It's my birthday. It's
We
my
are back
birthday.
now. Now, it is Dr. Butterfly's birthday today. Beautiful, happy birthday, baby.
It's my birthday. Hey, hey, I'm already excited.
All right. Now we are chimed in. Hey, so what we're going to be talking about today is we're going to be talking about counseling sessions. If you need any questions or anything,
Well, if you have any questions, not need any questions.
Right, y'all any questions, and y'all can also send your birthday wishes into Dr. Butterfly. If you have something to ask a counselor, this is the time to ask. If you ever had a time to ask a counselor a question or anything like that.
Well, my friend, you started with something that you asked me about the highlight because it wasn't on there, right? I mean, I don't know if it was on yours, but it wasn't on my Facebook, right? About the highlights. He said he's going to interview me today.
And I am going to interview Dr. Butterfly today. Absolutely.
And he was asking me about my highlights through the year, and I was saying that studying polyvagal theory. I don't know. Studying is out there. Studying, I'm just trying to push. Studying is exciting for me. I guess I'm a nerd, but so I like studying. And then we went to I started dating him, of course. H2O. The echo. Okay. I started dating H2O this year, of course. Uh, so that was cool. And I was saying, we went to Oklahoma. I mean, I had fun going to Oklahoma. I don't know. Sometimes it's just nice meeting new people, and they have so much energy. They were so energized. You know, that was something that was really great. H2O was down there teaching. That was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that. And then I enjoyed, what did I do this year? Beginning of the year, I went to uh, Gino's event. That's how I started out. That's usually how I start out the year. It's by going to Gino's event. And then, so that was fun. And what else? Oh, recently I completed my calendar. So those things are fun to me. Doing studying therapy tools and developing therapy tools. It's something that I like to do.
Right, right.
I like counseling. I love it actually. I love my work, so it's really nice to love your work.
Hmm.
But so anyway, that's that. That's those are my highlights. I don't know, and being alive is my main highlight, and not just being alive, like being like waking up. That's great. That's wonderful. That's exceptional. But also being alive, like being like living life, like experiencing life and enjoying life and expanding my vision, expanding my dreams, dreaming bigger. That's my real highlight. It's just you know, the way I can envision my future. So anyway,
All right. So we have Felicia Churl. She
that's my
said,
cousin. Hey Lisa. Hey Lisa.
everybody, anybody, help me wish my first cousin, Dr. Shanette Haywood, a happy, blessed birthday and more to come. Enjoy yourself with family and friends. Love you.
And I have all my 6 kids. So gratitude. I just feel blessed.
Lady B, she chimed in earlier and she told you, she said happy birthday to you
Somebody
as
said they can't.
well.
I mean, hopefully they can hear now on the live. Because somebody just texted me said they can't hear nothing
Hey,
on the live.
Erica, are you able to hear us right now?
Let me go to my Facebook.
I'm on your Facebook right now.
You can hear?
Let me check. Hold on. All right. Mic check.
Hear you on
Is
there.
that your Facebook?
I mean, that's to hear you on there. Say something.
Mic check.
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
And that's on your that's on here or on your Facebook?
That's on my Facebook.
Okay, that's your Facebook. Okay.
Yeah. That's good.
All right, let's chime in. Yeah, we can hear. Mine.
Oh, that was Erica said that. That's it. Who said that? They said she couldn't hear. But anyway, what other questions did you have for me?
Grand Rising. Good morning, twin. How you doing, my man?
It's my birthday, twin.
I hope everything is good. Was it my
I'm
birthday?
53 years old, and I'm not embarrassed to say my age because I'm happy to be alive. Either you get older or you die young. Two options, and I'm happy that I didn't die young. Thank you, Lord.
You heard this from a therapist.
I want to be here for my kids and my fiance and myself, and I have more to give the world. I seen something that said it's not about what you can't take it with you, but focus on what you can leave here.
I agree. That's
You can leave something here.
words of a wise person.
Yeah, within dance, we can leave the dance for people. You know, my books. I have 3 books in the calendar. You know, we can leave tools with people. We can leave inspiration with people. I ain't doing no hard work today, so I have 2 clients today, which I accidentally had before I closed my book. And I'm going out to eat with my kids later, and with Herman and the kids.
With the family, with us.
Right.
Yesterday, her daughter came through, and actually, this is the first time I have ever held the grandbaby. I just, every time we go over there, everybody just so wanting to hold the baby. I just never tried to hold the baby. I just always, maybe touched him on the stomach or, something like that. But her daughter was like, "Here, hold the baby." And I was like, "Oh Lord, I have not held a baby since I think I probably held my own baby." And that was 19, that was Ty, 16 years ago. So I was like, okay. So I got the little baby in my arm, held his head, did everything I'm supposed to do with the baby, And she's like, okay, I need to go handle some stuff in the bedroom. I think she took a pump or something. I don't know, but she went into the one of the kids' bedroom and she did that, and she left me in the room with the baby by myself. Devin was in there, and her other little baby was in there. Daniel was in there. So the baby So he was in the little stroller, and the baby started crying. And so I go over there. I pick the baby up, and I held the baby, and I'm giving the baby the bottle. I'm feeding the baby and stuff like that. I felt like I'm like some big ass gorilla feed this little bitty baby. So I'm like, oh wow. And then so she rushes out the room, and then she's like, oh, baby, stop. Like, yeah, I raised my other baby, my oldest boy, from a baby on up, till they went to college. So she was like, oh, okay. She's like, okay, wow. And then Dr. Jeanette, she was working all last night, so I finally came in the living room with the baby. I was like, here, baby, here. I was like, go to grandma. And so she was like, she grabs the baby. She's like, I'm a professional mom.
For real.
6 kids. I know how exactly.
I can hold the baby like a football, one arm, one hand.
I said, yes, baby, you are a professional mother. Yes.
Chain with everything. Oh yeah, we asked that question yesterday. I asked the question because clients ask me that a lot. That question, a common question is, how long does it take to get over a breakup? Like, when does the pain and grief stop?
Oh, hold on. And
we got a lot of comments on it. We'll talk about that.
Okay. Now, answer that question yourself.
Well, I mean, like I say, people ask me that all the time, And I just tell people this, like,
How about in your situation?
in my personal situation,
Yes.
I mean, grief can visit me still a little bit, but for the most part, I don't know, maybe like a year. I like one people said, like, let all the holidays come where you're not with the person. You know, like if you've been, it depends on, like for me, I think it depended on how long I had been, because I had been with that person for a long time.
Right.
And so your body is just used to, your body's just used to someone, and your body don't really like change. And so that was the thing. But yeah, I think about a year. Let all the holidays come. Let your birthday come. Let your Christmas come and New Year's come and all that stuff. And because this year it didn't bother me when New Year's came and everything. I had already been 1 year without out of the marriage this year. So this year New Year's didn't bother me. I was happy. I was enjoying myself. New Year's bothered me last year because it had just happened. But no. So I'm pretty much there now. I'm pretty much good now. So I'll say about a year for me. Some people, they might be over it right away.
Right.
Especially if they've been checked out for a long time.
Right before the relationship starts. If they've been checked out for a while before the relationship starts, yep, you're right. Yep.
Well, how long did it take for you to get over something like your last breakup?
My last breakup, hey, so I was under a spell, like a hocus pocus Disney type of situation. That is what. Hold on, baby. We can't see in the camera.
Oh, I couldn't tell because I had my Facebook on. I got two Facebooks on. Oh,
Okay.
That's the StreamYard.
This is Facebook here. Let's go to StreamYard. If anybody's looking to,
because I was gonna read the comments on that thing.
You can always go back. Just
okay.
So if anybody is looking to get a podcast going on StreamYard, click on my link. Click on one of our links. Join StreamYard. It is a fantastic.
But use our link.
Podcast. Use our link to join our podcast. It's, to join your own podcast and get up and talk on your own stuff. It is an excellent source.
Oh yeah, use our link though. That's the main thing.
Use our link. Go to our link. Click on our link.
Give us our own advertisement now. About our party.
Now we have a party. Our wonderful couple that comes and teaches Houston two-step. They'll be there tomorrow. Darren and Tamika, wonderful people. They had some amazing parties over the weekend. They had a silent party on Friday. They also they contributed into Level Up dance competition on Saturday at ASDL or ASLD. Fantastic time. Those people are really good people, and they really know how to have fun. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Nothing. Super Bowl.
Now Wednesday. So that's tomorrow. Now Sunday we have our Super Bowl party. It's going to be music in the game playing at the same time. One area will have the game on. The other area will have music there.
And how you going to do that, sir? You're going to be looking at that tonight. We're going to be trying to figure that out.
Engineering. We're going to be engineering the sound engineering on that.
He's going to set the speakers a certain way to where they can.
He's going to be sound engineering on that.
Right. And then in the front, you can watch the game in the front area. You can see the game all over. You can hear the game in the front area.
Right. And then in the rear area, we're going to be dancing. And
but we're gonna really turn up after 9 when that game go off.
Yeah,
because we'll still be there. I'm still gonna want to dance.
And after the game, yeah, we will be there. And we'll be on from 5 to 11.
And that should be fun because there'll be people there who are not in the dance community too. And maybe we can get somebody else in the dance community. We might be able to entice somebody and pull somebody else in.
Now, if single folks, come on out. There's going to be a lot of people there that you have never met yet. Couples, come on out. Me and Dr. Butterfly, we are a couple. We're going to have a great time as well. So yeah, come on out. It's going to be a really good showing, really good happening. So yeah, and thank everybody for tuning in. I see everybody's coming in now. Please share this live.
On Wednesday nights, we always have new people coming in. So come and meet some new people. We always have new people showing up on Wednesday nights. Wednesday nights are starting to be a really good night, and it's a free night. And I know everybody gets tired of paying for stuff because I know I do. I get tired of, I love supporting people, but 20 here, 15 here. And for us, it's always 3 people. So it's like $45 when we go out. And if it's $20, it's $60 if we go out.
Right.
So it's really good to have a night of free dance Wednesday nights.
Right.
So y'all come out and dance for free, socialize, buy some drinks. They have drink specials on Wednesday nights, so get a drink at the bar and just have a good time.
Now, Antonio Twin, he says, "Happy birthday, Queen Goddess, Dr. Butterfly."
Thank you.
What
is Grace calling me if she see us on live with her black stuff? Go ahead.
That's her sister. I just want to put that out there so people won't be like, "Oh, she's talking about us like that." That's her sister. Matter of fact, her favorite sister. So, well, Harley. Well,
she said, Erica said she was responding on your page. Do you see her comments?
Oh yeah, I'm reading comments. Yes. Now, Twin says the effect of breakups different from men and women.
Okay, what does that mean?
Twin, can you elaborate a little bit, please? Erica says a long time, lots of phone calls. I thought I was a counselor.
What'd she say?
She said a long time, lots of phone calls. I thought I was a counselor.
What, talking about for you? When you
probably so. She had to be talking about me.
When H20 went through his breakup, she said that he was calling her all day talking.
Oh, Lord. Thank you, cuz. I appreciate it because I always return the favor to you. Even if you call it just to scream in my ear, cry, whatever the hell the situation been going on, I'm always here for you too, cuz I love you, girl. If anybody like to come on live, feel free to come on live and shout out happy birthday. Should be on live for a second, then we can rotate to the people if y'all like to do that.
I had something interesting from what you just said.
Absolutely.
I just want to tell people too. When you talk about your relationship all the time and you got your friends, your cousins, it's cool to talk about it sometimes, but you really need a therapist because you're supposed to be able to just be friends with people. They shouldn't have to be your therapist. It's okay for them for you to vent to people every now and again, but it shouldn't be every time you call people, they your therapist. I'm just saying, like that's annoying. And people do know what to tell you, but people are not a therapist. Right. Like when people call me, I study grief. I help people deal with grief daily, every day, different kinds of griefs, because there's like 100 types of griefs. And so I help people do that, and I know how to help people navigate grief. I know what they should expect. It's because grief is just like, it's not that much difference for different people. Different people experience it differently. But for the most part, there is a structure of grief. It happens a certain way. It's recorded. As therapists, we know about grief. And so anyway, I just want to tell y'all, don't use your friends as a therapist. I've done that plenty of times, use my clients as therapists, my hair clients. They help me roll through my whole life and all that. But at this age, I'm learning now to use my therapist for therapy. Let my friends be my friends. So anyway, I just wanted to tell people that from what you had said. That's great your cousin was there, but
Now, I'm so glad she was there too, because when we was kids, I used to run to the living room and jump kick her. When I was like 3, 4, 5. We used to, so we run around in the same household early on. I used to run to the living room, jump up the couch, and jump kick her.
You being real bad.
And I still remember those days, cuz I'm sure you do too.
I can see you being bad. A bad kid. Don't he look like he would have been a bad kid, y'all?
Oh man, I remember those days for real, cuz. So
And she still was around. So I'm gonna read some of the comments. You said, what did Twin say again?
all right, let me go back to this comment that I was just on. Hold on one moment.
I'm gonna read some ones from yesterday.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, that's go ahead.
Okay, so Jocelyn said, relationships are like jobs. If your job lets you go today, how long do you have to sit at home and cry about it? One day. You get up one day. On the second day, you need to be looking for another one. What you say about that?
Hey, shoot. There's a healing process. It's a little bit different from a job because a job, you're not constantly in a relationship. Depending on what kind of relationship you're in, I would say that. Depending on what kind of relationship you're in. So, my personal experience, not from a professional experience, but my personal experience, I can tell you about that. So, hell, when I got my relationship, I was talking to people and I was like, well, people just asked me what happened or whatever. And then people was like, hey, it's going to take you a little bit to get over this relationship. So make sure you're not rushing into relationship. Just make sure you take care of yourself. You know, and I was like, I didn't really understand at the time, but I completely understand now when people was talking to me, even, you know, people that were professional degrees were talking to me. A lot of my brothers was talking to me, you know, a lot of everybody was, you know, like, hey, just take your time. Please don't rush yourself because it's going to be a healing process. Because I was in a relationship for quite some time, you know, and I was under some kind of hoodoo magic.
Hoodoo, you hear that?
Hoodoo magic.
What does that mean? He was on the hoodoo magic. Where did they get it from? They got a potion from New Orleans or whatever, because New Orleans always talk about
when I got rid of the object that was holding me captive, I almost died. I went down to 160 pounds, and I almost died. You know, it was tough. It was real tough. You know, then yeah, so it was real tough. And then one day I found myself in a room and they were barking commands at me. The barking commands at me.
Who was? The hoodoo. You hear this? He was voodoo. He said it's like they did they bury your drawers at the door or something?
They were barking commands at me. And when
some people go crazy through the breakup, obviously. Go ahead.
And when I was not following the commands, they were like, it's not working. And then I said, you're talking about this? I had an identical cross that I bought, so they wouldn't suspect anything. Because I kind of suspected. I was thinking some weird stuff like, man, are my kids trying to get rid of me? What is going on? Because I felt poisoned. So I said, this is a replacement that you gave me. This is not the. And then so they were like,
he talking about his ex. What did he say? They? Because we don't know if he talking about spirits.
Well, the person was like, I paid a lot of money for that thing. I'm like, well, it's right here. I replaced it. But you know, and then after that, it was. He
said he had a necklace. That's what it was.
It was a black cross, and when from the first moment I put that cross on, I was with my friends. I got it on my birthday, and they were like, take that off. They told me to take it off. Wow. I didn't understand. I didn't understand why I mean, because I didn't believe in nothing like that. I still don't believe in it, but hey. So they were like, take that off. And I was like, what the hell are you talking about? Why do you want me to take this off for? You know, all my friends, like, one person was like, you look like some kind of crazy priest with that on.
It was a big one or something?
No, it was same size. This was black. The whole necklace was black.
Okay.
So they were like, take that off. And I was like, what? And I promise you, people were coming up to me, something's wrong with that cross, something's wrong with that cross. And I was just under something else. So I was like, wow. When I got rid of it, I flushed it down the toilet. I asked for, I prayed about it. Something was revealed, flushed it down the toilet and sent it to the depths of the ocean. So I flushed it down the toilet. That's when I could recall being to really do. When I did that, I was sick the next day. Um, and I stayed sick for about 3 weeks. I could not eat anything. I went all the way down to about 150, 160 pounds. I'm a big dude. I weigh 205 to 210 normally. So I went down to 150 to 160. I have never been that small in my life.
Cause that's smaller than me right now.
Right. Never been that small in my life. So when that happened, when that happened, it was something else. But anyway.
So he said he got voodoo, pretty much.
Do y'all believe in that? What do y'all say about that? Do you think that's a possibility or what?
I don't believe in voodoo because people are like, well, like when they try to put a hoax on me or something like that, I'm like, my God is bigger. I'm not scared of the devil.
And that's exactly what I was thinking. So, I mean, hey, I am still with the Lord Jesus Christ. I always think he is the greatest.
Well, yeah, we don't know about the devil worshippers and the unseens and all that. I don't know. My family used to believe in it. They used to believe they pick your hair up. When you're in the barbershop, people would be in there in Arkansas. They would be picking their hair up and taking it with them when they get the haircut. They believe in if you sweep you with the broom, you go into jail. I'm like, I ain't going to jail because I ain't got no warrants. Shit. They believe if you put your purse on the ground, you're going to be broke. Well, I ain't going to be broke because I'm going to work. I'm just saying, I'm not worried about that. I can stick my purse wherever I want to. At the end of the day, I'm going to grind every day to make sure I got some money. So I'm not finna be broke. So all that stuff, I don't believe in none of that stuff.
Right.
He said he had hopes on him and he figured out how to get it off of him. So that's good. I'm glad that God blessed you to get it off of you. But I feel like it's easier to get over a relationship when you're not living together too, because you don't see that person every day. I feel like it's a lot harder, not to minimize your experience.
Right.
But I just feel like it's a lot harder when you live with the person. You see them every day. Your body's just used to. It's harder for, I think, your body to get over it. Maybe not your mind, but like your body see them every day. Wake up with them, go place, doing things with them, watching TV with them, playing footsies with them, whatever you do with them, cooking with them. Just their presence being around. Even people when they say like people who take care of their parents when they pass away, they really struggle with it because they did that every day. Like as humans, we like routine. And so when you don't live with a person and you don't see them every day, it's not so much of a routine unless you see them every other Saturday or something like that. But if you just see them random, your body don't get used to random as much as it gets used to daily seeing somebody and dealing with somebody on an everyday basis. So I don't know. I feel like it's easier when that happens, but.
All right, and let me go back to Twin's comment because I was there and I had to make sure stuff was going on correctly here. He says, it was like, I'm sorry, it was a question about effects of a breakup different from men and women. And then Erica, she replies, make sure it's someone that won't talk about you and your business.
Oh, really? Like who? What, you dealing with them?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean when you're talking to people?
Right.
That's why I say talk to a therapist, because a therapist will lose their license for telling your business.
Like in the past, I had a friend, you run to that individual that tell all your business.
Yeah.
So I had to strategically plan how stuff was going to get out about my breakup. So I went to that individual and, told them whatever they wanted to tell that was going to get my business out.
Right.
So you use people where they're at. If you know somebody's going to run your business, talk about it, you tell them the right stuff to talk about. You control that narrative. Oh, they're going to run out and tell this, this, and this.
I want everybody to know I'm single, so let me tell this person so they can go tell everybody that I broke up.
Why? So it won't be any speculation. And then when they come back to you, and they say, well, I thought you broke up because of this. Did you hear it from me or did you hear it from somebody else? And that's how you control the narrative. So if you know somebody's a talker, you run and tell them and you let them
go tell everybody.
That's how you use people where they're at and what they're for.
Right. Let me read some more comments. So Wanda Bright, this was on my page. That's what I'm gonna start doing too. I'm gonna start putting the question on my page the day before that we're gonna talk about.
Right.
So Wanda Bright said, I might give it 2 weeks. LOL, art of detachment. I don't know. I mean, how much feelings did you have? If you could do 2 weeks, I don't know. So Joycelyn said, while you wait, make sure you update your dating profile. Go to the spa. That's what I feel like you should do. Go to the spa, do some pampering, call all your cousins that you haven't talked to in a while, all the people who you haven't been checking in with. Stay connected.
Right.
Like stay connected. Don't act like hurtful things don't hurt. Don't go around telling people you ain't hurting. It's fine. You can be hurting. I'm not okay. That's fine. Everybody be like, don't tell your business. Tell your business if you want to, because what are they gonna do to you?
Now, let me go over here. Now, Twin says, should people use friends for advice in relationships if you shouldn't use their advice in breakups?
For relationships?
No.
That is a no.
No, absolutely. I would say.
And don't use YouTube either. You can use Facebook. Like if you're using Facebook, it should be for professional people, but not just reading random quotes, because that stuff can really hurt your relationship. Looking at TikTok, all this stuff, that can be hurtful. Even looking at that stuff, but definitely not your friends, because then they ain't gonna like your partner anyway. You know, why do you want to start turning people against your partner and you still gonna be with them? That's kind of crazy.
Absolutely.
Okay, go ahead.
Erica says he was bad and spoiled.
Talking about you.
Talking about you. When I was a kid, yeah.
Bad and spoiled and kicking her and jumping all on the couch. I could just see you doing that.
Learn how to do lots. I need you to learn how to do lots.
Who's she telling that?
I think maybe you.
Oh, okay, I know how to do
that. Lisa, good morning, people. And Twin says, voodoo was only real to those who believe it is real.
Well, he thought it wasn't
like
real. It's just
Santa Claus.
He felt like he thought it wasn't real, but he felt like it was happening to him. But I don't know. Herman is a mind reader too, so ain't no telling all the kind of stuff he put together because he mind reads a lot, which is a cognitive distortion, mind reading. But anyway, let's do the next one. Nicole Simmons said, I think it depends on the depth and length of the relationship. Not being a person that works with death and grieving, but being a person that works with death and grieving, I think any significant life change needs 365 days, not only to process, but to experience each holiday or annual event without that person. And that's the one that for me, that's kind of how mine happened. As I've been through every holiday, my birthday, everything, without that situation, then it's been better. It kind of is gone. But then we know grief comes and goes. But mine is kind of gone now. Bye-bye, grief. Thank you. I feel, and then I learned through my grief, I feel, why does grief visit you longer? And this is what I tell some of my clients. Because why should it leave you quickly? A lot of times when grief leaves you quickly, you don't learn your lesson from it. So sometimes it needs to linger. It needs to linger around a little bit so that you don't just make the same dumb mistakes. You don't keep jumping into relationships that wasn't good for you in the first 3 months and then you stuck with them. And the next thing you know, 10 years down the line, you're trying to get over it when it showed itself in the first really few days. But anyway, here's another one. There are a number of variables to consider when deciding the grief process and time frame to get over a breakup. Some relationships is a baby bye, done over. Others, the process is a little bit more complex. And as she said, just my 2 cents. And that was Angela walking in favor. Okay. Arnice Bagnard. As long and as fast as you desire, it depends on how dependent you are. So if the person was good for you, it's immediate, it's immediate and distance helps. So, sometimes, moving out of town, that's what I used to do, but I couldn't move out of town this time because I wasn't leaving Houston. I love Houston. But if you can move away from the person, then that's great. Because I got that from my mama, Gracie May. My mama, Gracie May, would break up or get a divorce or whatever, and she'd go back to Kansas. And then she get a divorce or get a breakup or whatever, she go back to Arkansas. And so I used to do that, but you can't always run away from things. And And I would leave because people would leave me alone.
Who is this? This is Chris Stapleton.
Is it Stapleton? That's Stanton.
Stanton. Okay. You heal when you heal. If ever, no
If
time.
ever. Right, because some people don't ever heal.
Right. If ever, no time limit on when a person heals. Everybody is different. The most important thing is take the time you need.
Don't let nobody rush you through the time. And so I like what she said, if ever. Some people don't ever heal. All they do is get with the next person. I got a lot of clients like this, and I tell them, you are not leading towards healing. Like, I can know if you're leading towards healing when if you are. It's not that you don't talk about what happened, but if you are building a new life, if you're not stuck in that, if you're still stuck in that, you're not really healing. You know, you can talk about it and you can talk about what you learned from it. But if it's been like 5 years ago or even 3 years ago, okay, I get it in a year, like the lady said. Let the clock go around the moon, around the sun, whatever. But if you still stuck in it, well, that person reminded me of such and such, you're not moving towards healing. You know, you just every time something happens, you get triggered and you go back there and you start living that out again, kind of like a PTSD thing. You're not moving towards healing. You're stuck. You're like frozen. And so in order to get out of being frozen, stuck in time, and we call that with the nervous system, that's the dorsal vagal nervous system. In order to get out of there, one thing that one person said is get to moving. That's one thing to do. Stay connected. Tell the truth about how you're feeling in the beginning. Don't stay stuck talking about it forever now. I just told my client yesterday who was in a new relationship. I said, that new person does not want to hear about your old person all the time. I get you can talk about it a little bit, maybe in the beginning, but after that, don't nobody want to hear about your ex, literally. And if you are continuing to talk about your ex all the time, you are not moving towards healing. Right. Talk to your therapist about it. I told her, come here and talk to me about it. Do not talk to your she's a girl. You'll not talk about your new girlfriend about it because she don't want to hear it. That's annoying. Don't nobody want to hear that. I didn't come to spend time with you for you to talk about your ex. You need to tell you I stopped everything I was doing to hear about your damn ex. That's annoying. Don't nobody want to hear that. It took a while for me to learn that too. Like, don't even bring your ex up.
Your thing was not with me though. You did not. You rarely talked about your past. You brought it up sometimes, but not a whole lot at all.
Right.
Neither with me either. I didn't do the same thing either.
Yeah, we leaving them people in the past.
We always left the people in the past. Now there is.
Well, you agree with that? No, go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
Well, Simon, I'll say I can barely see it.
Simon Wilkes.
Yeah, Wilkes. There is no time limit, but at some point you must
move on, get over it.
You must for it.
What he said, you must
spiritually.
Oh, okay.
And cause the emotional distress.
Cause you emotional distress. So what he's saying is, at some point, you must move on and get through it because it will weaken you spiritually and cause you emotional distress, and it will. Grief will weaken you spiritually. You'll feel like God is not there with you. But I want you to know that God never leaves us. We leave him, but he never leaves us. And so whenever you want to go back, you can still go back. Here, I'll read that long. So Joycelyn said, you can suffer from a breakup and still move on. You can be suffering and still move on. And true, that's true. A smile on your face does not mean there's not some sadness still there. I can't equate breakups with grieving. Grieving is so strong to me. It's for death. Death is final, and a breakup is not final. And to me, that's sometimes a breakup is worse than a death. But anyway, go ahead, because the person is still walking around here with Sheila
you
now.
Still see that person
with someone new. That's even harder sometimes. But in a breakup, it's not final. Final unless a person dies, then it's not a breakup. It's just over. My response is for just getting over a breakup period. No matter how long and strong the relationship is, you have to continue moving forward. Being sad does not mean sitting still. You don't have to jump into another relationship or even get into another one, but you sure better get up and go outside. And that's what I said too. Get outside in the sun, vitamin D. Go out to a dance party. Let somebody touch your hand and give you and turn you in a circle and give you a half left and a half right. But anyway.
All right, so let's go on your
Can I
page.
finish reading my thing?
Oh,
Don't walk around looking sad either, because some of this stuff actually really helps people, especially when they're going through it. Don't walk around looking sad either. Fake it until you make it. Keep yourself together and marketable. This goes for guys and girls. Make a conscious decision to get up and out every day, live happily in yourself. And this is just my way of thinking. I've always looked at relationships like a job: boyfriend, girlfriend, temp, contract work, marriage, full-time employment. Both of these relationships can change no matter how much you put into them. What matters is how you move on and forward from either situation, and how long you remain in either situation is up to you and what works for you. And what makes me really read these comments too, and they actually help me too, because I mean, there's clinical and then there's, stuff from regular people. They're both valuable. But people, this is a question a lot of people ask me. How long is the pain gonna last? A lot of people ask me that. How long will I suffer? But go ahead. What was you gonna say?
Oh, I was gonna read some of your comments on your page on your feed here. It says, "Happy birthday."
Thank you.
By
Raise the Roof.
Donna
Raise the
Shear,
Roof.
Paula Adams. Happy birthday, Dr. Butterfly.
Thank you.
What else does it say on here? Kenneth Wynn, happy birthday. Grace, happy birthday. She would leave them last.
Tell my mama.
Yeah,
Who that Grace? She said she would what?
Leave them last.
What you mean?
That's your sister put that on here.
Leave them last? What that mean, Grace? But I don't know. Mama leave and then she'll be gone. She'll move out of town. That's what she would do. She would break up with somebody and then she'll get up and we'll be in Kansas. And then after when she decide to break up with whoever that person is, she might be with them for 5 years or so or whatever. And we get ready and she'll go back to Arkansas. But she'll leave the whole city. But what was I gonna say? Oh, I was just gonna say, can you advertise our Sunday party? Oh, you said that. Okay, but just do it again, Wednesday and Sunday. Tag me.
Youth Two-Step class will be taught tomorrow by Darren and Tamika. And on Sunday, we have our Super Bowl party. Come out. It's going to be a magnificent event. Really
invite other people too. Let me know if you need a section. If it's your birthday, I got you a little cake, and we put balloons on your area.
In one area of the venue, we'll be playing the game. The other area, we'll be dancing. And it's going to be a grand, fantastic time. I can tell you that, absolutely.
Okay, so here we go. Wanda Bright said, chill. Once they come get their hair done, it's a wrap. A cool 72 hours. You think that man taking time? Nope. So she just said you think the man, but pretty much she said once they go get their hair done and they looking fly, they good, they over it. I think she do here. Roxanne said, we have different life experiences and different ways of dealing with breakup and loss of any kind. Do whatever works for you and give yourself the grace you deserve during that season, whatever it looks like to help you heal. That's how I see it anyway. Don't ever invalidate your pain. Keep moving forward as it suits you, as it suits you to do. So keep moving forward. Don't let nobody tell you that you should be over it before you should be over it, unless they're a therapist. I'm not going to tell you that you should be over it. I'm just going to tell you what healing looks like and how you do it. I'm not going to tell you should be over it though, because you can't force nobody to be over something. Here's another one. Deborah Glasso, it varies. It depends on the length of time consumed and how strongly you actually felt about the person. And that's my opinion. Anything else you have to say about it, Herman, before we keep reading? And so it's just Reggie. This may depend on the person. Everyone is different. The one thing that you should not do is jump into another relationship just to get over the last one. Healing takes time. You know what you're ready for when you're healed. And my thing with that is because my therapist didn't want me to get into a new relationship. He didn't even want me dating, period. And of course, I was hard-headed, and I was still dating hard. When I got single, I was like on a dating spree, whatever. And he was just like, I told you not to. And I was like, well, I know I want a person to be in a relationship, but you do, to me, you need to be in therapy, and you need to be like really, you need to be on yourself about being your best self and know what your goals is or moving forward. If you're not really moving with intention, you should not move on quickly. And because the thing about it is, as you move on, you're hurting, and then you got to go to take care of another person. You know, you got to go there and take care of this new person's needs. You got to go there and try to please this new person. You got to go there and be conscious of this new person's feelings and things like that when you are hurting yourself. And so you should take cautious, I believe, with moving forward because of that. I think you might should take, like that lady said, a year, let every holiday come, so that you don't have to deal with, so that you don't have to go take care of another person.
Right.
That and I didn't do that because I just feel like as a therapist, I'm able to, you know, I'm able to move a little bit different. I feel like if you're in therapy and you know what you want, you can move different, but you need to move with intention, great intention. Or else you shouldn't do it because you ain't going to do nothing but go over there and take all that stuff out on somebody else. And that's not right for nobody or yourself. Or you're going to go out there and pick another really bad relationship because you just trying to have somebody hurry up and fill that space. You're trying to use a person like you use alcohol as a coping skill, or like you use drugs. You're trying to use a human being as you would use a drug to stop you from feeling. And that's not okay. Because you usually just bleed on that person and you're too wounded. And so my thing is, for the most part, I do believe that's my timeline. Thank you for the lady who told me that you deal with grief and have said that. That's my new timeline that I feel like I'll tell clients is that, you know, go through each holiday. They don't have to listen to me, but that would be my suggestion. And then if it was a long relationship, now if it was a short relationship, whatever, move on. Bye. And you don't feel nothing. You know if you don't feel nothing and it's not that serious for you. But if the grief is big for you, go through a year of just having fun. That don't mean being a HOE or whatever, but just have fun, take care of yourself, go out, find yourself, find what you like. What is your legacy? What is your purpose? What are you looking for? You know, what are you looking for in a mate? You know, you can date for that purpose of seeing what you're looking for, you know, asking questions. Learn to take applications, but not see everybody as your lifetime person.
Right. Yep.
So stuff like that. What do you think about that timeline of 1 year?
Well, just as if we found each other, I was not looking for anybody.
Right.
I don't think you were looking for. You was like in a rush looking for anybody either.
I was dating seriously.
But okay, so you were.
But I always knew what I wanted, and I knew the kind of guy I wanted. But I knew that from dating other people because I knew I didn't want nobody who. Like, I don't want all this stuff broke on my house. That was one of the main things. I don't want my floorboard was broke in my truck. I don't want a guy who my floorboard is broke.
Or somebody that services, that love language is services.
Right, acts of service. Right. I don't want nobody that there's my door broke and they coming over every day.
Yeah.
And they leave.
It was when I came over here. Her key situation was everybody in the neighborhood knew where her key was. She had a.
Well, there's only so many people back here in the cul-de-sac.
Well, it doesn't matter. She had a place where they will, let's say, put it under the carpet, raising the carpet up.
That's Devin, because Devin just don't care about nothing.
Then putting the carpet down, and everybody can see.
I didn't care about that.
And I was like, the first day I came, I said, honey, I don't want the locks to your house, but I got to make sure you're safe. So I went ahead and replaced the lock on the front door.
That's why he's still here. Stuff like that. But anyway,
I'm
talking about the door being broke. Some people come to your house. I mean, to me, you seen that as broke. That's fine. But I didn't see that as broke.
It was a safety issue.
Right. But some people will see your door broke. Literally. They'll come in your door. It's broke. Come hang out, spend time with you, and leave. Your door still broke. And they have made no plan to fix your door. That's not the man for me.
Well, it depends, though. So the thing is, if I'm just at a lady's house that I don't know, and I just come over, hang out, now for dating, that's a different situation.
I'm talking about they're trying to date you. Someone who's trying to date you, they come over and they come in your house, your front door broke. They come over, they hang out, they want to watch movies, TV, want you to cook for them, whatever, all that kind of stuff. And then they leave. Can you hang your phone up? They leave and they made no plan to come back to fix your door. That's not my person. Like there are certain things that certain women are looking for, but that's not the person that I'm looking for or that who I will even take. That's automatically, that's gone. So that's what I was dating and looking for with that. Some people were so sexually aggressive. No. I just knew exactly what I was looking for when I met you. Like, I don't like people like that either. They're just so aggressive. Like, yeah, you can try to do it or whatever you can want to, but you being so sexually aggressive. That one dude who tried to, when I called him that day, and he went off and tried to say we used to mess around. That's why I quit talking to him. He was real sexually aggressive. Like, let me take out whatever amount of time I want to. Make sure that you're the person for me before I even go there with you. I'm not. But so that, and then I had learned that before you date seriously, before you are really trying to really have your person, you need to really know like what's important to you. A person not gonna match everything you're looking for, but you do need to know what's important to you. That was one of my love language is acts of service. So my thing is, I like a man who gets things done. I'm just saying, I don't like nobody who lay around all day and don't do nothing. So me and him are both busybodies, and so we just got a lot in common. Know what you're looking for, because you jump out of one relationship, you're not knowing what you're looking for. 9 out of 10, you're going to jump into another relationship that was worse than the last one. So what's the point in hurry up and in doing that? So anyway, here's another one. Sometimes it takes a while. This is a guy, and this is good. Thank you, Will Henderson. Because the ladies is like, ain't no men on here. We need the men to talk. So sometimes it takes a while, especially for men, because the ladies usually think that men, what you call that thing that y'all do? Y'all can put everybody compartmentalized, and they be over it quick. So he said men just don't admit it, that they're not over it. But some men bounce back very quickly. This is when a man turns from a superhero to a villain. LOL. LOL. To answer your question, psychologically, it can take a while, but physically, he can knock them down like dominoes very shortly after. So he might be hitting everything. Yeah. But some men never get over it. Their true love. Some men do very quickly. Because everyone after that true love shows him what his true value is. But for a time span can be 3 months to years. Right. So thank you for your answer, Will. Leo, I think that depends on congratulations for your win, Leo. Superstar. Champ. There you go. I think that depends on who initiated the breakup. If you initiated the breakup, then it would be a lot shorter than the person who received it, because you probably already over it. The person who initiated the breakup a lot of times be over it already. But because they first got to accept that it is happening, that meaning the other person, then they got to figure out how to accept it. Then they got to decide if they going to fight for it or not, if you even let them. Because if you over it, then they fight for it. What can they do? Go to jail?
Hey, baby, Twin wanted to see if we can come on.
Okay. Let me finish saying this first. The process starts over until they decide to not fight for it. That's when the healing process begins. The person who initiated the breakup starts at that point and skips all this other four mentioned steps, in my opinion. So that was it. But I do want to finish reading my comments. Only got 4 more. And so Dr. Greta Paris say, Leo, I really like your response. And let Leo say, okay. And so Lewis Brown, that's the Devin boxing coach. He said, lovers never say goodbye. Yeah, some people never say goodbye. They keep all their exes in their pocket. LaShawn Lee, there's no answer for that. You just have to give it time. I say focus on what makes you happy, pray, try to laugh, and enjoy life, and give it time. And Cookie Peters, that's the last one. Technically, there is no magic number, in my opinion. And there is no magic number. Right. But there are some understandings about grief. So that's everybody comment. Thank you, everybody, for your comments. That's what we're going to start doing the day before. We're going to start putting a question out there, and then we will read your comments. And I will, as a therapist, I will take on some of your comments and make it part of what I do. But go ahead. And these comments are really helpful to people, y'all. Y'all should know that. Like some people who going through a lot of grief can read through that, and that would be helpful to them. But go ahead.
And these actually help me with my mental illness that I have as well.
Which is what?
PTSD.
PTSD. Some anxiety, because he's mind reading all the time.
So
a lot of times.
These actually help me with mine as well too. I'm about to bring Twin online.
Okay.
No, I know you don't have an appointment right now.
No, I don't. Well, I don't think I do now, because I do have 2 appointments.
You want to check?
Is it 9 o'clock?
It's 9 o'clock.
It's 9:01 right now? 9:11 already?
I know this is
Go ahead. You can go ahead anyway.
All
I'm gonna
right,
look for my
twin. Good
appointment.
morning
Go
to you,
ahead.
twin.
What's up with your family? How's it going?
Excellent. How you doing?
Oh, super fantastic myself. You know what I'm saying? Blessed morning again. Yeah. I wanted to say, and I remember listening to a phone call someone had on speaker. And it was to an ex. And he asked, like, why you haven't got in touch with me? She said, because I'm healing. And to me, that was like, it was hilarious. It was funny how she said that. I wanna ask, what do we consider healing in relationships?
The doctor,
Are we that damaged?
the pool guy came. Give the doctor a moment. She's gonna be right back.
Oh, okay. Fantastic.
Because that's gonna be something she's gonna have to answer. I don't want to be able to answer that. This gonna be something she has to answer, man. But how's everything going, my man?
Man, all is well, Herman. I mean, life is moving on. Things are, happening the way they should, man. It's just I'm elated, man. I'm just elated with life, period.
Call the dog, Debbie. Sorry. Debbie, call the dog. Go, Debbie.
My dogs came out and they just love me. I seen them early this morning. I seen them before we came on. They're like, oh, daddy, 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 daddy. So I got some big
right
dogs. So they're like,
close the door, Debbie, go that pool man.
Again,
go ahead,
twin.
Yeah, first of all, y'all continue to make sure that you continue to tell people to share your live, and of course, Herman, you're doing exactly right, reading those comments and what have you. Very.
Thank you, twin. I appreciate it.
Did you guys hear me?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, I was saying that. Make sure that you continue to tell them to share your live, and like he's doing, read your comments. Again, you guys are doing a great job. Continue what you're doing. And consistency is most important. Dr. Butterfly, what I was saying is that I was with a friend of mine and called an ex and asked why you haven't called me, and she said I'm still healing. And I believe that healing is a personal process. I don't believe there's a time. One of the things I hear women say a lot of times, hold up, I might need to. What women say is that they are that they would give a time, a certain time. You said a year of healing. I think every case, every scenario, as Herman would say, is different. In our, because we enter relationships differently, right? So we exit relationships differently. And like you're saying, it's according to who initiated the breakup. A lot of times in relationships, you already know and you've already discarded some things or certain things in the relationship. And so whatever you're holding on to calls for because for me, I think a breakup is more disappointing than it is heartbreaking. Are you following me?
Yeah.
I think it's more,
why you say that?
Right, than it is heartbreaking.
Why you say that though?
Because I give so much to the relationship, thinking that I'm investing, and so the hardening part is the lack of understanding or the expectating. It's a lot that dissolves the relationship, right? Yeah, and hey, it's a lot of different things from being embarrassed from relationship. It can be embarrassing that you've been in a relationship or married for 20 years and all of a sudden it breaks up, right? Or you have to see your children understanding that that you're not in love with them anymore, that you are going in separate places and what have you, or you can't get along. It's not that you don't care about them, you just can't occupy the same space. So I think relationships and breakups are different and is individualized. I was speaking about you were saying that you wait a year. Right. And so my thing is,
well, go by every holiday, because when the holidays come, that's when a lot of times you really like remember, remember the stuff y'all used to do together. Y'all had traditions together, you know, or whatever y'all was doing on the holidays, and it kind of like reminds you every time the holiday come that you're not with that person no more. You know, that's not happening no more. That's not possible no more. You know,
right?
Kind of like
you know, Herman, I was banned for this. You know, it was said because I think it was using it for some type of racial something, whatever, discrimination, sex discrimination. You know, it said that a woman is like a monkey in a tree. She don't let go of one vine until she grab onto another vine. Right. So she swings her way through life and relationships.
Women and men. But anyway, go ahead.
But it was said because of a woman, right? A man don't grab a vine, right? Because we keep vines around, right?
Around y'all old vine.
No, we don't.
Not everybody.
Huh?
Not everybody though.
There's always possibilities. There's always possibilities for men. There's always possibilities. I don't, you know. And so again, we have. I mean, whether it's more to choose from or what have you, but they're always possible. Not saying that we are focused on them or we are attracted to those possibilities, but they are there. For women, it's different. Why? Because they have to see themselves in that relationship or see themselves with that person and what have you. We don't have to see ourselves with that person. All we got to do is just be there, right? So it's a bit different.
So y'all ain't got to see yourself building a life with a person. Y'all could just be there with them.
We just got to be there. We'll make it work.
Y'all gonna make it work.
We'll make it work. We don't have to. We can see a car that's
y'all in bad relationships right there. Think y'all gonna make everything work with people. But anyway.
But that's who we are. We can see a car in the junkyard, right? And imagine putting it together.
Right.
A woman got to go to the showroom floor, right? Because she got to choose, right? She got to choose.
Y'all be Captain Save-A-Hole, and then later on when they take out your picture, that's when you be crying up in there, and then blaming the whole world because something already didn't make no sense when y'all got with the people in the first place.
Like you go to the junkyard, we see a car, we imagine putting it together, like okay, this is gonna be a superb car,
right?
And then you get it,
right?
It's like
y'all like how y'all gonna change a person around.
It's so much work.
I'm gonna make them do that.
We get it because I'm guilty of that as well. Twin, I go somewhere and then I'm gonna put this car together, and when I get under the hood,
right?
I didn't imagine it's this much work. It's more work than I really want to do.
Right, or you can't change people. Y'all be thinking, "Oh, I'm gonna get her to do this. This one been doing that." Lately.
Well, the thing about it, let me share this with you.
When I make this adjustment, that's how y'all be doing, people. When I make this adjustment with this woman, and I get her to do like this, and I get her to do like that, then she gonna be right.
But the thing about it is that she's supposed to be this blank canvas, right? We don't want her with experience. We don't want her with we don't even want her with old relationship, right? We want her as pure as the driven snow, right?
Yeah, who is pure as the driven snow in their 60s, in their 50s, and their 60s?
But we understand that, right? So that means that you got to wash your slate clean, right? Because that's what we are attracted to. We are attracted to a clean slate that we can mix and mold.
But y'all want to keep having
ourselves, right?
Y'all want to keep having little hang rounds here or there, but y'all want us to wipe our slate clean. Yeah, right.
Right, exactly. You know what I'm saying? That's the nature in us, right? Because this is why I say we can go to the junkyard and see a frame. Ain't that right, Herman?
Right.
We can see a frame. And we want that frame to look like we imagine it. That's why we don't mind taking you to getting your hair done and your nails done. We want that frame to look like we imagine it, not what she imagines.
Unrealistic expectations.
Huh?
Unrealistic expectations, but go ahead. I can change somebody.
No, it's not unrealistic expectations. You don't have to change nothing that don't exist in the first place.
Right.
Right? Right. So the thing about it is now she's wanting to be something. Now it's something that we got to change. That's the problem with our relationships. She want to be the head of the household. She want to be the strength. She want to be the power instead of the empowerer, right? Instead of the empress or the empowerer. She want to be the power. And so guess what, Herman? We got to change that.
So one of the things I've been working on with everybody is accept people for who they are.
Okay.
Like I probably mentioned this yesterday. Like my son, he wanted me to be a TV dad, like Bill Cosby or something that really don't exist. So when I came to him, which one of your friends' fathers is this? Well, I don't know. None of them are. Well, why are you wanting me to be this? You know, you're not a straight A student, but you try your best, and that's the only thing that I ask you to do. So myself, if you want me to be a Chinese man, no matter how much you want me to be a Chinese man, son, I'm a black dude. You know, I can't change into being a Chinese person or to being
Let's get on, bro. Let's get on.
That you want me to be.
So
accepting
heels
for who you are, whoever situation may be, is what.
Let me see if I can send it to you.
Is what we must do.
Right.
Making them who we want them to be. Now, an inanimate object is different. A car, yes, but people are not inanimate objects. They are who you meet them as. Now, can you become more of one together? You can become more of one together, where y'all can merge together, and that's when you want to cross marriage. But as far as changing in,
make sure you can get it first. Right. Yeah.
So that's
and how's it going, Erica? How's it going? Again, Herman. All situations are individual situations, and I was asking her because we say that we. She was saying to go to a therapist for therapy when dealing with the breakup, right? But my problem with that is, if you talk to your friends, right, during our relationship, they're the ones that influenced you to do something or not do something. So they create that which we are going through. Now you're trying to go to a therapist to deal with the things that they created in our relationship. And so again, this is that's just my summation.
Right.
But I believe whatever it takes and whomever it takes for you to get through that what you're going through, handle your business, do whatever. my thing again, I hear a lot of people, women say that they don't want to go to another relationship until they are fully healed.
Right.
My thing is that next relationship might be the serum or the medication or the healing process that you need. Again, all things are individual and what have you.
So my thing is just right here, though.
I didn't say fully. You may never be fully healed.
Right, correct.
And see, that's how people add words. That's what CBT is about. Cognitive behavior therapy. That's what it's about. It's like saying these little words, adding these words. People didn't say fully healed. A lot of people are never fully healed.
Right.
They just say, and so that you have taken, the purpose of that year is to take care of yourself. Is to take care of yourself, be real intentional about what you want, better understand what you're looking for, so that as you move into a new relationship, you are doing that. You are using smart. You are being smart about it. You're not just taking the first person you see. You are thinking, what am I really looking for? Let me align my expectations up with reality. Let me not be doing what you just said, thinking about how I can work a person into. I can meet this person, then I can change them into who I want them to be. That type of thinking, you just gonna end up in another bad relationship because you're thinking potential instead of patterns. Instead of you looking at who they are, you thinking, well, how can I mold them into somebody? Well, you know who they are, especially if they're our age. They already kind of like, that's who they are. They may be different in one relationship than they were in their last relationship, but that's their blueprint. So it's
my thing with that,
word to stuff.
My thing with that is it don't exist unless it's happening anyways, right? Regardless to it's almost like if you say that you're healed in a relationship, right? You can say that, but if you see someone with that someone that you loved at once upon a time treating someone the way that you felt they were supposed to treat you, then you have a problem with that. Where's the healing at? I don't, for me, you know what I'm saying? It's just the moving forward. So you know what I'm saying? We got to continue and what have you. It's almost like you putting a stop and putting brakes on life, love. You putting the brakes on love, possibilities, opportunities, because you feel as though you're supposed to be healing by yourself. So you wasn't in the relationship by yourself.
Well, let me come into this real fast. So we talked about talking to friends about your relationship. Now, the only thing that I kind of have issue with that is, like, let's say that I'm talking to my friend that me and my girlfriend, we had a spat, you know, and I'd say, hey, this happened here, you know, like, oh, she ate all the ice cream in the morning.
Okay.
You know, she ate all the ice cream in the morning. I'm creating a fake problem. She eats all the ice cream in the morning. That person would now, every time they see my person, oh, she eats all the ice cream. Anyway, that's not a good person. You know, create a stigma.
Right.
About creating a stigma about a person. That's why I would say, like Dr. Butterfly said, send it to a counselor, because a counselor, now some people may know how to differentiate the difference, but that's that issue, because the next problem re-arise, they already have her compartmentalized, and she's bad for this. You know, so that's why I would not prefer to talk to a friend over a counselor or somebody that like if you have somebody that knows you real well, that's different. But talking to
well, Herman, I believe if that's the case, shouldn't we have counseling throughout the relationship? Right? It's almost like your car, right? Your car. You go get your car inspected, and you go to the same mechanic, right? You go to the same mechanic so they can build a relationship with your car, right? So should you seek counseling at the beginning of the relationship? Is that if that's where you're going to be, if that's what you need in order for you to get through that what you're going through?
Right.
Okay, then get on. Say hi so they can know that you're on.
Hey everybody. Hey.
That's twin logging on, Herman. We was trying to find you so he can be on as well.
Oh, that's cool. So Dr. Butterfly, I think she's working a therapy session. She just went out because but however,
no problem.
But so as far as so that's what I was saying about talking to somebody. So and right before she left out, she said, "Don't talk to them about all your problems. Just talk to them about some of the problems." And the thing is, asking questions on how somebody would navigate through a situation instead of creating a complaint about an individual.
Right. Like for me, Herman, I won't give you direct direct information of what I would do, but I would tell you what if it was me, maybe I would do this or whatever. But you got the answer to all of your questions in the first place. I would just allow you to answer yourself. Are you following what I'm saying? And so the problem becomes, I was in a relationship where my partner talked too much. And I told her, I'm not into gossip. We can communicate, but we're not going to gossip. Are you following what I'm saying?
Right.
Go gossip with your friends or your so-called girlfriends. I'm not about gossiping, right? And so what happens is that our relationship is infected and flooded with gossip, right?
Mm-hmm.
Of her girlfriends, that dude in her ear at the job telling her about our relationship. And this is what women bring to our relationship. So now we got to deal with not with just her, we got to deal with all those individuals that's telling her certain things, doing certain things, and what have you. Right? And so for me, I mean, so be it. You know, go on. I know who I am. I know what I invest into this, right? And not only that, Herman, I know how to build. I know how, because when I saw you, I don't care what you have. To me, you was that chassis of a car, right? That I can build. For me, right? Not for you. I'm not building this for you. I'm building it for me because I'm the one that saw the chastity. You
so what
did.
Is it that you're looking for is to build a chastity where it says, "Hey, I won't." So I'm giving you a little interview. So when you meet that person and you're like, "I want to build this chastity," what is it that is appealing to you? So some of our listeners that may be listening that says, "How do I get Twin's attention? What is he looking for?" Some of these ladies that's on here, what are you looking for to build that chastity with? Do you have she needs to have this, she needs to look this way? What kind of criteria do you want her to have?
0, zilch, nothing. I don't have to, she don't have to have nothing. I'd rather for her not to have 0, zilch, nothing. You know why, Herman?
Well, no. But hold on. But wait, that's not the question. So is it a certain look? Is it a certain behavior?
I don't.
What attracts you to the woman, or what is your type of woman that you're interested in?
I don't someone asked me what is my type, right?
Right.
I said I have a certain type, right?
Okay.
She gotta have 2 legs and a split in between it. That's my only requirement, right?
Okay. It got to be. I mean, so
Herman, all our women are beautiful, right?
100.
But the beauty is not what you see; it's what's in here.
The inner,
Right?
Right.
Exactly.
So you're looking for somebody with inner. What does inner beauty look like to you?
It's one of those things, Herman. When someone says, "Oh, I'm gonna go to the store and buy me, I want to give me a new car," right? And you ask them, "Well, what kind of car do you want?" And they tell you, "I don't know right now, but when I see it, I'll recognize it."
Right. Okay.
I don't know right now, Herman. I don't know.
That is
But
fair.
when I see it.
That is true. That is fair, truthful, and honest. You don't know right now.
I don't know right now. Right? But when I see it, I recognize it. And so the thing about it is, this is why a lady, because I done had some of the most beautiful women in the world, right? I done had some mud ducks. You follow me?
Right.
I done had some ladies, some bitches. I done had some hoes, Herman. Right?
Okay.
But what I'm attracted to is a lady. By all means. There's this thing. There's millions and millions of women in this world, Herman, but there are only few ladies. I'm looking for her, right? And this is why our women need to continue to be on their best behavior and be ladies, be attractive ladies, right? So now there is no, for me, there is no certain type, man. It's one that I believe that would love me enough for me to build and to add on to that chastity, right? That I see, that I may be proud of when I'm going down. With your old school, Herman, right?
Right. We have Dr. Darren. Dr. Darren, he was one of our guests previously.
All right.
The premarital counseling is important. It sets the expectations.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's not enough. Black men got to move away from just it. So yes, not a lot of black men want to go to premarital counseling, want to go to counseling. Me and Dr. Shanette, we go to counseling all the time. Premarital counseling. We have counseling sessions, I have PTSD.
Okay.
Whatever it stands for, I don't know. I had it when I met Dr. Butterfly, and I was really going through my PTSD experiences when I was with her.
Wow.
So she really helped me through that. And if anybody's experiencing PTSD, you need to go seek treatment, go seek help. For real, because and the thing is, everybody can have PTSD from different situations, scenarios. I have work-related PTSD. People have different PTSD from different scenarios. So obviously, some people have PTSD from relationship crisis. But yeah, so when I met Dr. Shanette, Dr. Butterfly,
I'm back. I'm about to tell Twin something.
Oh, you're back now, honey?
Yeah. Hey, Twin. Now, if you was in therapy, this is what I would be on you about. Absolutely. If you were in therapy, I would be using my CBT with you.
Okay, I'm listening.
about your absolute terms. You'll put a word. You will change a phrase and put a word there. Like when you put the phrase, when you did fully healed. Fully changes that whole thing.
Wait a minute. Well, I said fully healed about what? I don't use absolute. I don't believe in absolutes. I believe in
absolute.
I use fully healed.
Huh?
I use fully healed.
Yeah,
it must have been in second person. I don't believe in absolutes. This is why I say everything is optional. Everything is situational. I don't use fully. I don't use absolutes. So I don't remember.
You might not believe it, but if we were in therapy, you do that a lot. You switch your sentence to you put an absolute in there. You change a word and you put an absolute term in there. For
those who are listening, right, and thinking in that mindset, I may use certain terms and Twin called it putting the cookies on the bottom shelf, so all can understand. I can sit here and talk in a language where more or less in a language what you don't understand, most laymen wouldn't understand, period. But I don't do that, right? So I speak in general so that we can have a conversation, so we can get an understanding. So no, I don't speak in absolutes. I don't believe it. Right. I don't believe in no tomorrow, but I'm quite sure they believe in it. Or you believe in it, right? I don't believe in it, huh?
That no in there. What is that? I don't believe in no tomorrow. What does that mean?
I don't believe in tomorrow. I don't believe in tomorrow. I believe in right now. Right. I don't believe in belief, right? I don't believe in hope. Okay. So I try and use common knowledge and common thoughts in order to be realistic for those who believe.
I need to end the session on my part. You can go with Herman because I need to try to get my computer, turn my computer off and turn it back on because I was trying to get in my session and it wouldn't work. But you can stay on. But I'm gonna end mine, but Herman might stay on. Okay.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Dr. Butterfly.
Okay. See you soon.